for you before, it gives you confidence in God that God is capable and always available to deliver the next to you. You have been left in a condition of financial incapability. You are now saying, God, I remember when I was in university, when there was no school fees to be paid, you came through for me. Jesus, this house rent I want to pay, you must pay for me. Many people have hindered the next testimony because of the present testimony. Testimony that is shared now, you are telling God that I am grateful because I have seen your hand. I am qualified for the next. If you are too big to share a testimony of what God has done, you'll be too big to qualify for next. What is testimony? Testimonies are the manifestations of God's hand among men. Testimonies are the manifestations of God's act. God's hand, God's act among men. He made known his ways unto Moses and his acts unto the children of Israel. 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 6. Even as the testimonies of Christ was confirmed in us. It means anything that is given and is not confirmed is not a testimony. The confirmation of it is what makes it a testimony, and it must be shared. Be not ashamed of God's testimony. 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 8. Be not thou therefore ashamed of the testimonies of the Lord. Share your testimony the way you understand, so that the people of God can understand, and then God can be glorified. The primary purpose of sharing testimony is to glorify God, not man. God, I am grateful for that which you have done. He said, tell of the wondrous works of God. Psalm 105 verse 1. Tell, not keep to yourself. Tell. Tell. Tell somebody to tell another somebody. Oh, this is what the Lord has done for me. I am grateful. Oh, this is the job God has done for me. I am grateful. Before you know it, you'll be given a car from that job. Oh, God, I am grateful for this house. Watch it. If it's 3-bedroom flat, very soon God will be giving you a duplex. Amen. Oh, God, I'm thanking you for this journey that I've just done. When you are thankful for it, God will give you a car. Next time you are going, you are not trekking again. That is how it works. Number 2, what is testimony? Testimony is seeing your miracle through another person's miracle. When you share a testimony of what God has done for you, somebody else is seeing him or herself in that miracle. I will give you an example. This my beautiful sister shared a testimony with me on Thursday. I visited her. She told me that she was a bit strong on Sunday and she couldn't come. While she was in her room, she prayed and said, God, Bro Felix shared a testimony last week, upper week, Sunday, of how he was strong. She then looked at the testimony and said, the same God that healed that brother, although she did not know the name of the brother, that healed that brother, please come and heal me. And to God's glory, when I went to see her, I was seeing her outside, sitting. The person that was strong yesterday is now strong today. Why? The testimonies of Brother Felix has boosted our own faith that our own testimony was delivered. Let's now imagine Brother Felix has kept the testimony to himself. Will she have used the testimony to boost our own faith? No. Testimony is you are seeing your own miracle through the miracle of others. That is testimony. Testimony is not just done for us to say, I thank the pastor, I thank the church, I thank this. No, the primary assignment of testimony is to what? Is to glorify God. Say I hear. John chapter 8 verse 17. It is also written in your law that the testimony of 2 men is true. And what makes it true? It means it can be true for another person. It is true for 2 men. It can be true for you too. It can. Number 3 definition of testimony. Testimonies are the hormones boosters. They are the immune boosters. It helps your faith to grow. How do I know? David, when he got to Goliath, oh, you this uncircumcised Philistine, you are going down today. What God has done for you before, it gives you confidence in God, that God is capable and always available to deliver the next to you. You have been left in a condition of financial incapability. You are now saying, God, I remember when I was in university, when there was no school fees to be paid, you came through for me. Jesus, this house rent I want to pay, you must pay for me. He will look at it that this child is gracious. Is graceful instead. Oh, she remember what I did 10 years ago. No, I will answer again. Testimony. It boosts your faith. Luke chapter 21 verse 13. And it shall turn to you for testimony. It shall turn to you for testimony. You have been praying and crying and weeping and shedding tears, calling unto God. Remember one thing that God has done before. Remind him what he has done before. That which you are looking unto God for will turn for a testimony. Many a times back then when I was still hustling and trying to gather my stuff then, there was a particular time I wanted to pay my staff salary, over 200 and something thousand. We just started and the salary was few. And I was at a corner. And I made up my mind, every 27 I must pay my staff. If it's fall between Friday, or no, Saturday and Sunday, I will pay on 25 or 26. It will never exceed 27. And that day it was 26. And the money in the account was not even up to 20,000. I woke up in the middle of the night. I remember when we wanted to start this school, I had no money. You showed forth for me. This moment, you must also show forth. That same day, the money we realized from school was more than 300,000. We were able to pay the salary and there was leftover. And I still came back at night to dance to God. That is the testimony. God has done something before. You are now at a dilemma. You are reminding him of what he has done. Are we together, please? Yes, Psalms 78 verse 5. Make the miracles of God be known. Publicize the miracle of God. Don't be quiet with it. There are many people that may want to enjoy the privileges or the opportunities of God in this church, but because they are not aware of the church. Me, I have the confidence that God is working here. Even anyone that listens, that hears my voice, if you can just say and say the God that is working in that place, come and do something for me, God will do it. It's a testimony that I so much have confidence in. Psalm 78 verse 5. For he established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers, that they should make them known to the children. Make the testimonies known to the children. The testimonies of God you have been enjoying in this church. How many of your friends have you shared it with? How many of your neighbors have you shared it with? That your friend or your neighbor that is looking for the fruit of the womb, have you ever told her that, oh, I believe God, that God can do it in my church, come to my church? Have you? Oh, I want church to is calm. I was in the church, God did this for me, God did this for me. You share the testimony, the faith of that such an individual will be boosted, and the person will come. Have you? We had a testimony of, we shared it with us on Thursday. That woman that used to cook here, all of us, we know the woman here. There was a time we wanted to do launching.
October.
No, it was October. We wanted to do launching. After our Thursday's program, she came 2 times. The second time, it was a week of our launching. After the service, she came to us and came to me and brought a seed. Take. I said, what is it for? She said, there has been a little issue between she and her husband because of the fruit of the womb. She wants God to do something for her because she had been hearing about this church. Collected the seed that she brought, that she heard we want to do launching because of generator. This is for the generator. I held her hand and I prayed along with her. Last 2 weeks, while I was at Musetu, she saw me. She started, Daddy, After I was like, who is this one? I beg. Daddy for where? And I was amazed. And he said, I'm now here now. I am now here. Thank God. I said, how many weeks? Just less than 2 months. And you are now here? He said, yeah, so I will come to church on Thursday. Because our husband will not allow her to come to church on Sunday because of the church that we go. And I say, I understand. That is a testimony. I purposely pointed out so that many of you can go and check. Testimony that you are sharing and you cannot point. I've told myself, if we don't have testimony in this church, we will never pen down any nonsense testimony. All in the name that you want people to believe.